Did you get?
Did you download Real Play 7?
Real Play 7, you know it.
Real Play 7?
I got the free
sort of
download
like Real
code.
Sex 9.
I got the download code at the back of that Pure Mood CD case.
Right.
The 1997 re-release.
It was like the 94 or 97 release.
With the X-Files
you
song.
know there's only one version.
I had to fucking... It kind of drove me nuts after talking about it, which I cut it out of the episode.
When you sent it with the Spotify link, I was like, I don't have Spotify on my phone. And I just tried to search it on Apple Music, and I was like... I got about a few albums and I was like, I'm not looking for this. I'm just gonna...
Honestly, if I wouldn't have found it so fast. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I got really distracted. If I wouldn't have found it so fast, I probably wouldn't have sent it or looked for it. Anyways, I got distracted thinking that I forgot to upload a voicemail, but I did not. So I'm really proud of myself.
Well, I'm not paying for Apple Music and Spotify. So Apple Music it is for the moment.
Ugh, get over it. All right.
We need to switch to the family account, by the way. Let's not forget to do that. It would be cheaper. It'd save us like $5.
I'm on one of my friend's family account for Spotify, so I give her my Peacock.
Yeah,
but what app does she use?
Yeah.
I want to see your peacock. Your peacock. Can't believe I used to love that song.
All
All right.
Because it's the size of a pea.
Here's our voicemail.
Well, howdy, partners. It's me, John from Greece. Apparently, I have to change my voice in order to sound American. Hi, boys. I hope you're doing well. I went to Cologne with this guy. It went super well. I was kind of anxious at first because it was the first time we were gonna stay together for so long. It was 7 days, I think. But yeah, it went super well, I think. Chemistry was there, we explored the city, we had so much fun. Germany is a beautiful country. If you ever have the chance to visit, I highly suggest you do. It feels like a proper European country, unlike Greece, which is like the shithole of Europe. He's actually not a listener of the podcast, but I might change that. I showed Joe a picture, but I don't know if he could make out anything because my face was buried in his. Okay, and because my voicemail is long as fuck, and sorry about that, I just wanted to wish a speedy recovery to Shanae, kick that cancer's butt, and that's it. Bye.
Aww.
Yay!
We missed you, John. Thanks for calling to us Americans.
Apparently.
I mean, that's a better American accent than a lot of Americans have, so...
True.
Go off. You ever travel through the South? It's not that great.
Oof. And on that note, let's press start.
With the extreme super speed of Joe. The delicate but powerful Princess J. And our sorcerer, with a little flair, Anthony. You get Season 8 of Beards and Sundries.
And welcome back.
Hi. Hello.
Welcome back to Season 8, Level 18 of Beards and Sundries.
Look, you got it right this week. I'm really proud of you.
That was a total guess. I just ran.
Proud of you.
I forgot to look.
I will always be
Episode
proud
Oxen.
of you, unless I'm not.
Okay.
Oh. Well, that's right, guys. It is time for another lunch break here at Beards and Sundries, the shop where three gay men with beards do inventory on a new sundry in each episode.
My name is Jay, and I really love you guys. You're so great.
That is not nice. John's accent is not that heavy.
Well, we got to stop the episode. Jay did it again.
Oops, I did it again.
Too many frozes at Mexican radio.
I did Pacificos this time.
Ooh, lady in the water.
I'm Anthony, a walking study in why you shouldn't be drinking Four Loko.
Ooh, that explains so much. I forgot about that.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
a lot of brain cells.
You're-
I think we all
Hey,
left
you were
behind.
both there for this.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Physically.
Meet Anthony. He's my Four Loco friend, so be nice.
Be nice. He
Don't
doesn't realize
stare.
where he is most of the time.
They approach
He doesn't know
slowly,
where-
and Anthony
He doesn't know where he's at.
Yeah, go up real slow and say your name quietly, and then at the end go, "It's me!"
palm, open palm. Oh God.
Don't touch his dog either. It's certified.
Oh.
If one of my dogs was certified in anything, I would be shocked.
And I'm Joe. And the best part about going to a hibachi restaurant on your birthday is when they shoot sake into your mouth from the bottle while everyone counts up to your age.
They shoot
And-
Come from
sake?
the bottle?
Sake.
Right from the bottle. We'll talk about it. And
had
that
to
means
go to the
that
back room for
today's
that.
sundry item is drunk stories / experiences. Beardos, white people are stupid, and alcohol tends to open a fun bonus section of stupidity, while simultaneously shutting down the brain itself. We've all had silly times with the hair of the dog, so today we are going to reminisce and laugh about some of those times we have had. After the break, we're going to make a toast. We aren't quite sure what for yet, but we plan to figure that out together. Later on, we've got some Beardo-submitted sundries that always drink responsibly. And then for our final segment today, we're going to explore some obscure drinks to learn a bit, and then put our cocktail aprons on to think of a drink for the market. But before we line up for a game of Flip Cup, how about this week's voicemail? Arthur Morgan? Wow.
Makes me want to go
I know
play
that you
Red
guys
Dead.
explored Germany, but did you explore each other?
German. He.
Oh, like a man!
Oh, clap, 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 clap. Also, I'm obsessed with the American accent, though. I really need more
I know.
of that in my life.
I love that.
Man.
Could you just call me and do that randomly?
I have something to admit here live.
He
I
jacked off to
deactivated
it.
my Instagram like a week and a half ago because there were so many reels and things coming in that I couldn't keep up with. So, should I sign back into my Instagram real quick so we can see this picture?
I do want to see the picture.
Well,
Let me do it on my
apparently
browser.
I'm the only one with an Instagram now because I run our social media.
I have an Instagram. It just doesn't look like my picture's not even on it.
So if
For
you guys want
the
to
love
send
of
shit
God.
to us, I guess you got to send it to the Beards and Sundries Insta or me.
You can find
And
me on Blue Sky. I'm out there.
I went through a stage too where I wasn't doing much on our socials because it was just, I don't know, exhausting. But now I've got this great kick and I'm going and I built this perfect schedule and everything's going great.
I'm waiting for someone now to message me and be like, "What's your Blue Sky?"
Not me,
I
but
want it to
thanks.
be like an Easter egg hunt, Beardos. Literally, you'll
There's a
find
couple
some
you can
eggs
hunt
at the end. Ah.
That's where he put it. You know that's where he put the Easter egg. Right there.
Who-
Right
Havana.
in there.
You know, you gotta love it when you go to Instagram and you've gone from your bank of passwords that is right here in your phone, and you type it in, and then it says the login information you entered is incorrect. And I think that might just send me over the edge of one of those journeys where I don't want to go and reset it and then go through the email. And then it's
Or-
going to tell me that it can't be your previous password, because I really think that might just make me burn everyone's house down.
Or you
around
set it up one time as its own account, and then you linked it to Facebook, so it's its own shared link. And
It
then
might be.
whenever you go to the button to click login with Facebook, it's like not working. So then you're just screaming angrily into the void. And this is
Yeah.
why I hate social media. It's why I
Yeah,
run a company
yeah,
that
it's,
helps it because I know people hate it. Anthony's just sitting there like, whatever, I don't know.
Well,
I
don't
was
know
just
if Greece
literally
is the
bored to
shithole.
death.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, you've been reading a book and you get to a segment and it's talking about some dude's like history over like the past year, like, oh man, and he did some charity work between his time doing this and blah blah blah, and they're trying to fill a gap in time because the writer feels like it's important. Like, go off, I guess, but don't bore me with it.
That is actually, this is going to be shitty. That is like any award ceremony or anything where they're introducing somebody and they go through this spiel of everything this person's done that makes them warranted for this award. And I'm like, I don't care. It's all rigged.
I know now how you felt at brunch that day when I was trying to describe the painting to you.
I'm glad you kind of get it because it really wasn't to be mean. It was just, I can't focus.
I just legit checked the fuck out. I was like, you know what? Whatever's happening right now.
I could see it in your
whatever.
face. It was nice.
Yeah.
When I edit it, I'm going to try and remember to just have your face blankly there. Overlaid while we're doing this.
It's fair. It's fair. You're welcome for that.
I could see the 1997 release of Pure Mood's X-File going through your face.
And then I said, Joe, can I find the time I just lost in aisle 4?
No, that one's in the
Gone
void.
forever, baby.
It's at the bottom of a wine bottle you can keep chasing. But if you guys are new to the show and you're wondering just what the hell a sundry is, the term comes from an old English word meaning odds and ends. Now these days it's used mainly in retail as a way to group together items that don't typically have a group of their own. So, as 3 spirited gay men with beards, we are using the term to group together the wide range of topics that we cover.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, Prost.
I just woke up.
Prost.
Sorry.
It was way more interesting than whatever was happening on Instagram just a minute ago. Jesus Christ.
I'm to the point where if I'm trying to log into anything and it's like, you can't log in, I'm like, all right, bye. And then I
guess
come back
I
to it
won't.
later.
Great. Fantastic.
I'm like, I'm going to come back to this when I have more patience. And it's not right now.
Imagine having enough wherewithal to log into a social media account after one attempt. No.
Let's get to the nitty gritty, though, and talk about drunk everyone.
I feel like I just was for 5 minutes. But yes, drunk everyone. So, how did you guys begin drinking? What was your first drunk experience?
It was New
Jay's
Year's.
like, I was on the chat pile, 3 years old.
I was
I was
5.
like, whoa, Mom, I feel
having a nice
weird.
Chardonnay on top of the chat pile looking at the sunset.
A nice Chardonnay
Honestly, though.
in your yellow Chevy Cavalier.
at 5 years old.
The parts were
That's how
falling
I
off
had
the
to.
front.
That's how we all dealt with Latham Kansas.
I would have been, I think it was 18. And I think what had happened was my best friend, she was one of those horse girl friends. And, like a horse girl. That's
No, I know.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
okay.
know.
I was like, what's going on?
She's a mare, Jay, and she's lovely. She's an Appaloosa.
Her and her
something,
mom
right?
lived like kind of out in a trailer out in the country. And her mom was very much the mom in a way from Mean Girls. And she's like,
Where'd you go?
she's like, do you girls want some alcohol? Me included. You girls want some alcohol? If you do it, I'd rather you do it here.
No, she was right.
Brother. Yeah.
And so we're all just getting drunk. And that is where I originally discovered the margarita buckets.
Oh, with like the
'Cause
salt thing on the top?
She got me the margarita bucket
No
mix.
wonder.
And then
wonder
tequila.
I always felt like trailer trash when I was.
Wow. We're
remember-
finding out a lot of answers tonight, Beardos.
I remember in high school drinking that and being like, ugh, margaritas are gross. Nowadays,
Those
this is a
were
different story.
Super fucking gross.
Do you need to like rewind the past minute and a half of the episode and just play it for your therapist?
Oh, no. God, no. No, she
She
had a,
can't know that.
she had a number with me on Monday.
Too much. It's too much. I feel like
That would definitely
sorry,
be my
go
first experience, though.
we used to. We had a hot tub in the backyard, and we would go out. My friends and I would go out and get in the hot tub, and we used to drink that sparkling burgundy Welch's grape juice.
I fucking love that when I was in high school. It made me feel so
Yeah.
fancy.
Yeah, so we did.
Yay.
It was our fancy time. We would be sitting in like the hot tub drinking this sparkling grape juice, and then Joe.
Bubbly juice.
Oh no, sorry,
Yeah.
you were. I can't tell if you're frozen for realsies or not.
Oh,
I'm frozen for me.
listeners, if you're watching on YouTube and Joe's video just freezes, just deal with it.
You're just gonna have to deal with it. At this
You're
point.
gonna
It's a
have
good
just-
pose.
you're
you
just-
know? Keep with it.
We spent like a half hour trying to like resolve this. But anyway, so I was drinking this sparkling like non-alcoholic juice, and then one of my friend's moms like let us basically like she got us a 6-pack of don't fucking freak out with jealousy right now, but 6-pack of Smirnoff green apples.
Oh,
And
God.
so my first
I used to
experience
love
with
'em.
drinking something was a Smirnoff green apple, and it was in the hot tub, and that added an extra level of getting drunk to it. So yeah, that was my first drinking experience. And then Joe left.
And then Joe just disappeared because apparently his computer just really sucks today.
Yeah, what's up with that? It's weird. He's restarted and everything.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, hey,
really
there he is.
confused. Oh,
It
he's
said
back.
my recording stopped.
Oh shit!
And to refresh it.
I
Huh.
didn't see that. Huh. Well,
Joe's like kind of reminds me some of those people I work with at work where they're like, "How do I open Adobe?" Like that's that's how I feel like with this podcast because you're always the one with the tech issues. Is why I say
yeah,
that.
but I feel like this is
I
a
don't
legit
understand
issue.
it.
There's
No, it's a legit issue. It
I've
just
been having problems with this camera. I just need to get another camera, honestly. It's
weird
there.
'cause mine
I
doesn't
keep hearing
have that
things
same
like not
volume.
updating
It's
it or
the same.
something in the drivers. I'm just like, I just needed to do one thing, and that is to capture the items that are in front of it. And the government would have you think that it's, these are things that are always supposed to be on. So the fact that this sometimes does not work is wild to me. You think it'd be on all the time.
Back in the day when you just bought an electronic and that's it.
Yes.
There was no updatings.
Yes.
There was no you didn't have to refresh stuff. Now,
Yep.
my washer and dryer, it's like, oh hey, this needs updated. And I'm like, huh?
What?
Back in the day,
The motherboard?
If you had a video game and they wanted to patch that shit,
you had to buy a new
had
disc.
Basically, yeah, you either had to buy a new disc, or if they were sending out a pack, like a fix that they legitimately wanted you to have, you had to register the game so they could send you a physical something or other to update it.
Do you remember old car GPS, how you had to buy the disc to update the disc
Oh
every
my
so often,
God,
and it was
yes.
like $150 or something?
Yes.
And now then they had the Garmin and the TomTom. I remember I had a TomTom in college my parents got for me. And
I was like, why on earth would you ever update that when you could just use MapQuest?
hey,
Print it out.
I need the first 12 directions to tell me how to get out of my neighborhood, okay?
I'll never forget the time I drove down to Tulsa from Kansas. It was my first time driving out of state, and I got all my directions down there, and then went somewhere else in town and was completely lost and had no fucking idea how to get back.
And now here we are.
Here we
Still
are.
lost. Still don't know.
He
how
never
to get-
got back to Kansas.
I know. It's why he's stuck in Oklahoma.
He could never make it back, Beardos.
Oh, I remember my mother was so pissed because I went with my best friend, Horse Girl, and we stayed in the same room, in the same bed together, and my mother was like, I don't like that. And I was like, what do you think we're going to
In the
do, have
stable?
sex? You know I'm gay.
We're going to call her Tina Belcher. Because that's the first horse girl that comes to mind.
That wouldn't shock me, actually.
Jay and Tina Belcher in bed.
She was a little bit more cool
liking
than
this.
Tina in a way, but Tina's pretty cool.
Are any horse girls cool?
You're disingenuous.
She is married.
To a horse?
No, I'm going to leave this out of the show because I don't want to be mean, but I have questions
Uh-huh.
and comments
And concerns?
and concerns, actually. All of
Suggestions,
them.
even?
All of them. All of the above.
Libations?
I also
Well, speaking of libations.
have that. Joe, yeah, your first experience.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, so I grew up not drinking. I actually didn't even like the smell of beer. I thought it was gross. But
I still like the smell of beer.
I don't mind it now. My freshman year of college, I was 18, and I went to a marching band party, and those band parties could get pretty crazy. But it was one of those where you walk in and you buy the solo cup, because what they're doing is they're making everyone pay $5 for the cup, and then that pays for the keg. And so a lot of those parties happened in college. But it was one of those, and then some people in the color guard had brought Crown Royal, and they're like, we're going to do shots. And I was like, I've never done it, but I'll try it. And they're like, it's great. Here's some Diet Coke. And they
Yeah,
handed me a
great.
2-liter of Diet Coke to chase the shot with, which ended up helping me not throw up because it was gross. But then it wasn't so gross. And then the next one wasn't nearly as gross. And then someone came out
It's
with
a little
Jello
less
shots.
gross every time.
Then Jello shots came out, and I think I maybe had 4 or 5 of those, and then that was it. Good night. Lights out.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom, bada baby back
Baby back
ribs.
ribs. But a lot of those marching band parties is where we would all like unwind and hang out and drink and joke about things and talk about school. And it's the same thing on band travel trips. Like everyone brought alcohol because it was like a cool way to party, your college kids, house parties, all that kind of stuff.
I think some of my favorite drinking, though, was 19-ish and stuff like that. I worked at a restaurant where we did a Christmas party every year, and everyone under 21 wasn't supposed to drink. Cool. So they didn't serve
So
us.
obviously they did.
But basically what would happen was like all of our servers that were 21 and older would just be like, okay, and they would just like get a glass of wine or something and then just give it to us. I'm like, yay. And so I'd be super fucking drunk. And that is actually where I discovered that red wine in Pepsi or Coke was
yeah,
actually
I've heard of
delicious.
Coke, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
And so it's
Really?
I would
I've heard
I
really
would
good
take
things about
people's wine and I'd pour it in my soda that they'd give me, and that's how I got drunk all the time at those parties.
We used to get drunk at so I lived with this guy and his boyfriend for a while, and on like Wednesdays we would have our soda group over, the Sexual Orientation Diversity Association. You may have heard of it from this podcast before.
What?
I know. We would have the nerd portion of it, like our close group of friends from them, like come over, and we would watch Stargate SG-1, and we'd watch Battlestar Galactica, and we'd get lots of wine, and we would all get really wine drunk. And we used to get this wine from St. James Winery that Joe and I drove past on the way to the campground. In St. James, Missouri. It is fruit wine, and it is so fucking sweet. And I couldn't imagine even trying to drink a bottle of that today, because it would destroy me.
Herb Erlinger.
Herb Erlinger.
Oh, my fucker.
It is funny to see how, like, from the time that I started drinking with my Smirnoff green apples that I really fucking loved,
Yep.
to becoming an adult where I'm like, do not give me something very sweet or I will have the worst hangover of all time tomorrow. And it just, like, the way that your taste and everything evolves over time.
Yes, thankfully, because I did
Thank
the same.
God.
I did the same thing with Boone's Farm when I was 20.
Arbor Mist.
Don't worry, it's Boone's Farm.
I think it was I think it was Trevin, actually, turning 21 at the time, and I was still 20. I think that's how it went. And we went to this bar, and of course they let me in because, I don't know, I was cool. No, I'm kidding.
Sure.
Anyway, so we kept drinking and drinking, and somebody bought me somebody bought me a full bottle of Boone's Farm, and I was like, this is so good, and I'm just like downing it and downing it.
What does it take to get a full bottle of Boone's Farm at a bar?
40
How
bucks
does that
minimum.
happen?
Questions I still have myself.
Yeah.
That can't. Can you even? The next time we go to the bar,
This place has bottle service.
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask.
This was
I don't even want this bottle of Boone's Farm, but I'm like, do you have
Boone's Farm? This was such a janky little, like, small biker bar, too. So they served, like, bottled beer and Smirnoff Ice. And
that
then,
actually explains it, because those
Yeah.
biker women.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll never forget that I, like, drank the red one. And then we got home, and of course, me and alcohol, especially sweet alcohol, got to vomit. And
you're vomiting red, and you're thinking it's
I'm
blood.
vomiting. I'm vomiting red. I am 20 years old in the bathroom,
Yes.
and I'm going, oh my god! Oh my god! And then, like, everyone's knocking on the door, and they're like, what's wrong? And I'm like, oh, never mind, it's the Boone's Farm. It was this sudden drunk realization. Oh, I'm fine, never mind.
They're
This is
like,
really
you're
fine.
a woman now. Plug it up. Plug it up. Plug it up.
Somebody get me a tampon or a doctor.
How about both?
But
God.
yeah,
That's
nope.
good.
That is my sweet alcohol experience. And then, of course, because I was 18 and had the margarita bucket, that's what invented the BGB.
That thing was the enemy of all that is good, because you would drink it and you'd be like, yeah, and then, like, 2 hours later you're like,
There was a time my stepsister from Dad's third marriage that I used to go to her house with her and her fiance for house parties, and that's where I really got into the BGB and bringing that and making it right. And every fucking house party would end with everyone vomiting.
can't imagine why.
And
God,
there
it's pure sugar.
he brought a friend once who she doesn't drink often, and later on she's vomiting and peeing herself in the bathroom.
Yes.
Yes, come on, peeing yourself in the bathroom.
And like an hour earlier, she's like, "I love you, Jay," and she's trying to make out with me. And I mean,
Good for her.
Was it Rio?
Good for her.
this was after
No, it was
Rio.
Tina.
But this, oh,
Horse
Tina,
girl.
no, that was not Horse Girl, but that was actually a very close friend, Tina.
Oh.
She was very, very sweet. Her parents were very, very anti-gay, and they really ragged on me to her.
Well, I mean, so am I,
well.
but here we are.
You know. And that's the show.
And we're done. Good night. No,
Yeah.
Finally, one of us, we circled all the way back around. One of us is anti-gay now, so yeah.
Yeah, that's the music, and it's the guy that's getting back to God's country anyway.
save it, Joe. I'm
gonna say
not
it's
buying
Kid
any
Rock.
Stockholm Syndrome today.
But yeah, we did a lot of the sweet stuff. So like Arbor Mist, like fruit wine, fruities, Smirnoff Ice, green apple, of course. But I remember, I think it was my sophomore year, and that was when they came out with Hornsby's hard cider. And so everyone got on those, and we were all drinking the little adult apple juices. And I remember one time I got to a house party to pregame before we went to the bar, and I got there late because I was getting off work. And I had a 6-pack of Hornsby's, and they were like, "We're going to the bar in like 20 minutes." And I was like, "Oh, fuck!" So I started chugging, and I got all 6 of them down. Like, I sucked the last one down as we were walking out the door, and that walk to the bar was sloshing. Like, not not mentally. I was still great because it hadn't taken hold yet, but I was like,
It doesn't, like, your stomach just gets filled all the way the fuck up.
Yeah, yeah, it was busy.
So we had Hornsby's just when we were on our camping weekend.
Yeah, we did.
Or was that Woodchuck?
No,
Maybe
that
it
was
was
Woodchuck.
Woodchuck.
They do still make Hornsby's, I
damn.
believe, though.
They do make Hornsby's. The last, like, good memory that I have of Hornsby's was when Halo 5 came out, of all things. I remember because you had moved into the apartment with me. We were still in Stillwater, and we were living in that apartment, and you had to work the next day, and I had taken the day off because Halo 5 came out, and I wanted to stay up and play Halo 5, and I did the midnight launch thing, and so, like, I grabbed myself a 6-pack of Hornsby's. I stayed up till probably 5 a.m. drinking Hornsby's and playing Halo 5, and I will never forget the next day after you got back from work, you were like, "Oh, you get a little mad at your video game last night?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" You're like, "Yeah, you were kind of yelling at it." And I was like, "That sounds right."
That wasn't Hornby. That was horny.
Horn me. Hornsby's, though.
It's so
God,
funny to
so
think back
good.
on our drinking bullshit like this. I don't know why it's so funny to me. Like, I just had a flashback to when I was, 22, and we'd leave work and go to the hotel bar next door, and I was on a diet at one point, and so I would do vodka on the rocks with lime because that was the lowest
God.
calorie thing I could think of. And
It
so
is.
I'd be sipping on it, and, it's 5:30, 6 p.m. You haven't eaten since lunchtime, and like it would just like punch me in the face.
Well, yeah, if you're on a diet and you're drinking straight vodka.
Well, yeah, I mean, but and then I would like get in my SUV, and I'm like, everything's fine, and then I'd be driving home, and I'm like, oh,
You're dragging the iPod on the concrete.
the big chunky SUV.
I know we said this last week, but like the number of times we should probably not have driven cars.
Oh my God! Yes.
And it's weird because like when you're younger, you think like, that's just my parents or so and so being a real big bummer. I'm just like, holy
not.
fucking shit! You could have killed someone.
Yeah. Oh my God! The choices I used to
Jesus.
make.
Ugh, it's just bad, just horrible.
What was it last
we're here
year?
now.
Last year was the first time in a long time that I had a situation where I was on a calorie deficit, and we went to a brewery, and I was like drinking these beers. I'm like, oh, I'm like good. I still have a good tolerance. Everything's fine. And so we go out. We're doing all this stuff. We stay out late. I bring my friend home, and on the stretch, which is a mile maybe from bringing my friend home to me getting home, it's like it hit real fucking hard, and I'm like, whoa. I don't want to do this, but I'm a mile from home.
If I've had like a drink, maybe, but otherwise, man.
Yeah,
just don't
I
wanna do it.
strive to just dodge the opportunity now because I just, I don't want to break a lot of laws, and well, at least that one. Two,
That's a big one.
would prefer not to kill anyone or wreck.
That's kind of the one that I don't want to do is like hurt other people or myself in the process. And I know entirely too many people who drink and drive here. It's wild.
It is
When
alarming.
they really should not be driving.
They should not be.
It is quite alarming how bad it still is. Like, I'm really glad that me and my friends, we talk about it if we're going to go do something. I'm like, should we, just for safety, Airbnb, Jesus Christ. Should we Uber? We'll get an Airbnb. Sorry. Joe just disappeared again.
He's having so many difficulties today. I feel so bad.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah, I feel like we need to like clear some
It
memory on his
freezes,
computer or something.
and then I just keep going until it says I've stopped, and then I'm refreshing.
I gotta
That's
remember.
fair.
I gotta remember the code, but there's a cache cleaning you can do, and it's basically everything from since you bought your computer, and it does
think
a
Jake
wonderful
talks about that,
job
too.
of giving you space. I've had to do it on my MacBook before.
It's wild because like there you are again, frozen. It's just crazy. It's fine. Like whatever.
It doesn't matter.
It is what it is.
It's just gonna. Yep, it's fine. It'll stop and I'll refresh it.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll do it live. So, what other drinking stories do you have?
Want to hear about the drunkest I ever got?
Joe, tell us about the drunkest you ever got. Because I said it last week, so it's your turn.
Drunkest ever in my life. Sophomore year of college, and it was Mardi Gras. So we started at a house party at one of our friends. This is actually, I'm glad we switched webcams because this is a great filter to take you back to 2008. So we get to my friend's party, and he's making, his last name was Boyd, and he was making Boyd's famous country lemonade. And so what I mean by this is, you know how you make lemonade with water?
Right.
He made it with vodka and Goldschlager
Ew, Goldschlager.
and powdered lemonade country time mix.
God. And there was never ice in it,
Ew.
so it was always like lukewarm.
None of this is lemonade.
It was in the fridge, so it was lukewarm. But we drank it, and I'm pretty sure that I blacked out when we got to the bar.
Jesus Christ.
I was dragged through the entrance line. I guess I was coherent enough that they let me in. Maybe about 5 minutes later, I threw up for the first time, and this was onto my friend, last name, Boyd's shirt, but this was the era where you were wearing 2 and 3 polos at a time, so he just ripped it off like a paper towel and threw it on the back of a bar stool.
I don't know why that made me think of Parks and Rec, where she comes in with a poncho, and the kids
Seriously.
like run by her, and she's like, poncho, after they like rub something on her.
He should have had one. And then about,
God.
I was told maybe a few minutes later, I threw up again on the floor, and while they were trying to get bar towels from behind the bar, our friend, last name Boyd, had come down a couple of stairs with a tray of shots and slipped in the vomit and spilled all the shots on the floor. And then I decided to go to the bathroom to vomit again, and I had one of those trash cans, but it was the one on wheels. So as I was walking to the bathroom, pushing the trash can with me, I was vomiting into the trash can. So I was apparently like present enough to know that I was in a place, but not much else.
Jesus Christ. That
I
sounds
wasn't the only
awful.
one who was like a human sprinkler either. I just was a little bit more dramatic about it, I guess,
Well,
in the common
seems like
areas.
The image I got of you just going,
Boyd was wrong for that.
Yep.
I mean, I did not have a similar experience, but I had another one in Dallas when I was 20, and I was down with friends who they had a fifth wheel camper, and so we were staying down there because they just wanted to travel with it. And we went to the strip of gay bars, and there was one at the time in 2010 called the Drama Club, and they didn't ID me when we went in, so I was like, yay!
They took one look at you and said, nah, he's good.
And I've like got to go. I'm like in there, and I'm like, okay, we got in this bar. I got to get drunk fast. So Long Island.
Yep.
And
Ooh, Long
I was-
Island iced tea.
I was a little
They'll
twink,
get you there.
and they hit fast. And it was so funny. There was these two guys at the bar that were talking to me, and I thought they were so nice. And they're like, "You should come home with us." And I was like, "Oh my god, it's so nice meeting friends down here." And my friends were like,
Yeah,
"No,
friends.
they're gonna take you home." And no. And so then I had like my two older friends telling these guys no, and so it looked like just two sets of gay daddies like fighting for me. It was
Fighting
nice.
for you. Fighting over child support.
But I was so drunk, and we like got to the car, and I couldn't wait. So me
Whose
and
car?
my friend both,
Oh,
the one that was sober,
okay, good.
we got to his car, and me and my other friend, we like peed in someone's lawn because we couldn't hold it. And then we got in the car, and we drove back to their camper, and then we both had to throw up. And so we went into the camper and threw up, and I went behind the pool house on the campgrounds and threw up.
the camper. Oh my god.
Jesus.
And he come back out and he goes, I have to admit, whatever stuff we put in that toilet to keep it smelling good, it works great. That was lemony fresh.
It was poopery. before it was popular.
Dallas has been my downfall numerous times, and I'm really glad 2015
something
changed that
else.
for me.
Dallas is like a
Yeah.
different planet.
Man, what's the drunkest I don't think I've ever been like... I know I've been drunk in public spaces. I know it's happened. I don't know if I have any good stories of being, like, incapable of getting myself places at that point. I will say one of the drunkest I've ever been is... I don't remember which birthday of yours it was, Joe, but we were in Oklahoma City, and I got real drunk that night.
30th, I think.
It's gotta be.
I think we did my 30th in Oklahoma City.
Is my best friend, who is straight, came out that night because he was living in Oklahoma City at the time. And, like, the next day, someone told me, like, yeah, we had to like, pull you guys apart. You were just kept making out. And I was like, that sounds right.
I know this friend, and that is 100% true.
Yeah, that sounds right. So what's a little making out between friends?
I think it was my 30th because we were down
just
there
love.
with our other friends who are no longer together, but we were down there and got by that flask, and yeah.
Yeah, and I remember also, when I get like a certain level of drunk, it has to be like a very specific level of drunk. But when I hit it, I want to kiss everyone. I want to make out with everyone. I just want to start kissing faces.
Love potion
And,
number 9.
Yeah, I know. And then if I exceed that part, I lose complete interest. I remember there was a guy at the end of the night. I was making out with him, and we closed the bar down. I can't remember which bar it was. It was one of the ones that's by the district.
Ugh,
And
that has changed so
whichever
much too.
I know. Anyways, like the lights came on and stuff, and he was like, "Oh, let me get your number," because we've been making out and dancing and feeling each other up. And I was like, "No, I'm married." And we weren't even married at the time, were we? No, yeah, we were. We were.
Yeah. And then you
Yeah.
pointed over at us, and I was just like, woohoo!
Yeah, I was really drunk that night, and then we went to we went to Sunday service the next day, and I remember distinctly being like, I am still drunk. Oh my god. But then the other one of the worst times I can remember is drinking absinthe. I think that was probably one of my least favorite nights. But I didn't throw up that night. I just was clinging to the bed for dear life because I was just like, I legitimately kept thinking like I'm gonna fall onto the ceiling, like I'm gonna fall if I don't go.
Like Johnny Depp.
Falling up.
we bought this bottle of absinthe, and again, this is my straight best friend who was living with me at the time. And we're like, we're gonna get drunk on this absinthe, and like we're doing it the like classic ways. We're getting our sugar cubes and like pouring the absinthe over it with the absinthe spoon, and we're stirring it up. And I remember like after the first one, I was like, I remember put like 7 things of sugar in here. This tastes gross. And it was just, oh god, what a fucking night. And yeah, I just because I fell asleep fully clothed, my lights on in my room because I was just like, I can't get off the bed to take my clothes off. Because if I do, I'll fall. And I can't get off the bed to turn the light off because it's over there and I will fall onto the ceiling. And it made so much fucking sense at the time. And oh my god. And ever since then, I can't stand the taste of black licorice.
I would have to say that absinthe would be the reason that me and my ex of 7.5 years, it was the moment I decided, this is it. I don't want to be with you. Now how do I break up with you? It was
Absinthe was it.
we were at a bar that he wanted these specific drinks from it that had absinthe in it, and he wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. And so we were there with 2 of his friends from Wisconsin while we were up there, and he said some statistic about COVID shots.
I remember
that
this.
Logically did not make sense. The
And you called
numbers,
him
like,
out?
I'm like, it doesn't make sense. And so I'm like, looking at him because I've realized that, my face of confusion looks like I'm being just a bitch. Like, I'm like, you're so fucking stupid, when really I'm just like, I'm trying to figure out what you're saying. Anyways, but he was like talking, and me and his other friend that he didn't really like that much, it was like the husband of the friend he did like, we were trying to help him figure out the statistic, and then he literally just goes, I know I'm fucking right, I'll fight both of you, blah 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 blah. And I was just like,
Cute.
huh. And then he just got up and left. And I looked at them and I
Okay.
said, well, you can't challenge him because he does not take being wrong well.
Then
And
he should
then,
stop being wrong so much.
It sounds like every mom who's in an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
Who's like talking to like friends and they're just like, you know how he gets.
yeah.
Let's get some spices on this, kids.
And that's why, like, I look back and I'm like, God, I hate who I was. Because they could tell, though, that I was using sarcasm, so I'd switch past my phase of defending him, and I'd switched into my phase of being like, oh, well, obviously you can't do that because God forbid he wrong. And I'd say a week later we ended. But I was trying to figure out how to break up with him because I was like, okay, this guy's going to fucking go crazy. But he broke up
Too
with
late.
me because he just felt like I didn't support him enough. As in, like, emotionally and all that jazz, which I wasn't. I mean, he's right. But it was so funny because he, like, I was like, you're acting strange today. What's up? And I was like, do you have something wrong? And he shuts off the TV and he goes, actually, yeah. And I was like, oh, well, I actually have something to talk about, too. And then I was like, you go first. And so I let him go, and it was so funny because after he's like, I don't think we're good together, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, well, what about you? And I was like, I actually have nothing else to say. I agree. Which, being a narcissist, made him so mad. And I was like, yeah, it's so fun. But yeah, absinthe was the reason that all went down. And I appreciate absinthe.
I should say
You
so.
and I have different feelings about absinthe.
I'm like, you know what? Bring me that black licorice flavor. This reminds me of
Gross.
it's kind of
More
a
like
double-edged sword.
We're like star anus.
It's a double-edged sword because that night was really embarrassing, but it ended up being the greatest experience of my life.
I mean,
because
there's
I'm
only
way
so
happier.
embarrassed you could be of somebody else's behavior at some point. Like, Jesus Christ.
It was funny because we all three, like, we made eye contact, and it was basically just this, well, I guess that's the end of the night because this douchebag, and all three of us were just like, yeah.
Time to call it. Yeah. Who hasn't been there, though, with like an ex of some sort who just really shat on the night, and you just were like, well, I guess this is over.
Yeah. I definitely get cautious nowadays of repeating patterns.
Yeah. Joe, I had to check your screen to make sure you were still with us, and luckily I was able to see you
Gotcha.
breathing. I was like, God damn, not again. Do we need to take the break? Because I feel like we've been recording for a long time now.
It's probably break time. I don't really know. And I'm going to have to cut out a few things in the last time, but it doesn't matter. Let's go to break.
You're enjoying Season 8 of Beards and Sundries. Now, back to the game.
We're back.
We're back.
Back to the show.
Oh.
Beards and Sundries.
What are we doing? We're
Yeah, what's this portion of the show? What are
I
we
think
doing here?
we're toasting things, right?
Like, I'm going to throw my other webcam into the fire, toasting it.
To absinthe, because it made my life better in the weirdest ways I could not have ever imagined. And I'm almost out of beer.
It saved me a lot of money on black licorice.
Here you go, Jody. Jody Lawrence.
Jody Lawrence haircut.
So, to absinthe, indeed.
Absinthe.
I'm just going to make up
That's
random
Jay's
shit if
toast.
you don't.
I don't know. I can't think of anything to toast. Well,
To literal toast. Because whoever was like, I'm going to make bread, and then somebody was like, cook it again. Like, what the fuck?
I thought you
That's
meant
so
the point of
good.
sale.
Oh.
It
Also,
has done-
it makes purchasing things in restaurants easier.
it's done wonders for
oh my
brunch.
God. What, toast has? The application or the toast?
Actually, both.
Both.
God, I fucking love a good toast, though. Like, not this kind, but the kind you eat, and it's, recooked bread. Like,
It tastes slightly sweeter because the starches get turned into sugar when you toast bread.
yes, put it in my mouth.
And Dubai chocolate toast.
Yeah.
Right, Jay?
I'm going to toast podcasts at work because, man, it makes it sound like I'm on a conference call, and I cannot tell you how many unwanted conversations it saved me from.
Say that
you
again?
can hear it through my door. You can hear somebody talking, and it's not me. And so it sounds like I'm either on a conference call or I'm talking to somebody on the phone. And so people will come up to my window and be like, And I'm like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I get it
They
now.
do the
I
little,
get it
like-
now. I get it now.
like the little finger sign that says you on the phone, and then I
do
do
the
my
little-
little nod. This is I am for sure.
I
do
did
the
not
little-
catch what you said, and I was so lost. But no, conference or being on podcasts, listening to them while you're at work, so people think you're on a phone call.
Yeah.
Yes, get it.
I get to listen to podcasts, and I don't have to talk to people. It's fantastic.
They come up to the window and they make the little sign, and Anthony goes, "Take your finger and run it down the edge of your tail to the tip."
Yeah, they're like looking at him, and he goes,
You're so weird.
"You're so weird, Brian."
I don't know why
I
you're
don't know
stopping.
I've actually been doing a ton of closed door days this week, and I've been in a mood, and I've kind of loved it. I didn't realize how many times people just walk in.
Dude, people will check through my window before they come in, because the times that they haven't done it, I get a look on my face that says, "What the fuck was that about?" And it's not on purpose anymore. I've literally been working in in isolation enough now that like my reactions are genuine. So someone walks in and I'm just like, and it just like, what the fuck? And then every time it's happened, they go, "Oh, I'm sorry, I should have knocked." And I'm like, yeah.
The door's still there.
I'm
Get
glad
knocking.
you recognized.
I'm glad at least one of us said it.
Yeah.
Should have been you.
I love how many people teams me. Are you okay in there?
That's because the things they hear in there.
To be fair, I do work with excellent people. I like them all. So it's not like I'm just like, I don't like any of you. But sometimes I just want to be left the hell alone.
You know what? Say what you will about Teams and email, but fuck, I love not getting phone calls when they could be a Teams message or an email.
We don't even have phones in our offices. That is what makes me so
I
happy.
really don't need one at this point. Like, if people just use the applications provided to them, like, I would never need it, but there
Yeah.
are still people who are so old school, and I'm putting massive air quotes around that, that they're like, I just like calling on the phone. I'm like, great, you can call me on Teams. Like, what the fuck, man? Use the technology afforded to you.
I would never, at my last job, answer my phone unless I like the person. But I would never answer it because I'd be like, either email me or leave a voicemail so I know what I want to talk back. I don't want to be surprised, and I don't want to
When
talk
people
to
call
you.
me, I'm just like, you could
What do you
not
need?
do that.
So I toast the younger generation and technology for getting rid of phone calls,
Thank God.
and our generation for hating phone calls.
Death.
We
to
hate them.
voice.
Here, here.
I want the end of voice over internet protocol. Goodbye. Cheers.
Queers.
Well, sometimes.
Tuh.
Not all the time.
But do you guys think it's time for a commercial?
sure
Yeah,
do.
we gotta get past all this yabbery.
I know.
Where'd you go?
Where'd you go, Joe?
We did it, Joe.
And now, for a word from our sponsor, Boyd's Famous Lemonade.
Oh, yes. Summer on Nana's farm. It had a certain rhythm. The cicadas buzzing, the smell of hay, and me. Well, Nana used to say I was blessed with the energy of 1,000 squirrels. Whenever I got a little too spirited, Nana would smile and bring out a tall glass of her homemade Boyd's Famous Lemonade and kiss my head. She only used the finest ingredients, the natural spring vodkas sourced directly from the icy peaks of the Colorado mountains, and the Glenfiddich, fresh squeezed daily from the lush Glenfiddich orchards just down the road. And that yellow or pink powder, well, Nana said that was just to make it look like summer. I'd feel a sudden euphoric warmth, a chipper glow that moved from my toes to my head before I'd drift into a deep, heavy slumber in the summer sun. The only trouble was waking up. See, the air back then must have been thin, 'cause I'd wake up feeling like a mule kicked me in the skull. The only cure for that mountain sickness was another glass of Boyd's. Here at Boyd's Farm, we decided to pass our memories on to you, so our family could be a part of your family. So, purchase some all-natural Boyd's Famous Lemonade, because Boyd's Famous Lemonade isn't just a summer drink. It's a family delicacy that tastes like nap time. God bless our family and America. Proudly a division of Mary Planter's Pies. Want to know when a new episode comes out? You know what to do. Go subscribe.
I know whenever I'm looking to violently vomit into a moving trash can, I choose Boyd's Famous Lemonade.
Well, I don't know, and that's because of Boyd's Famous Lemonade. The slogan, I don't know.
Thanks, Boyd's Lemonade.
But
Boyd's
it's like
Famous
old-timey,
Lemonade.
like
I
Mary
don't
Planters.
remember. Yes! That's exactly what was going through my head.
What are these gold flecks in my poop? Thanks, Boyd's Lemonade. Oh, no, your poop won't be solid enough for that if you drink Boyd's Lemonade.
Oh my God! Can you
We're
imagine
panning for
the
gold at that
alcohol
point.
shits the next day?
You can pan that stool for gold.
Gross. It's coming out of me at both sides.
It's
Where'd
coming
it
out of me
go?
3 sides. I don't even know where the third side is, but it's coming out.
It's coming out of all 7 holes.
So I ask you, sharks, who's in?
I have questions about your product.
40. What? 40. That's the answer.
40. That's the answer. Well, Jay, do we have any Beardo submitted sundries this week?
We do. It's the people that I held off last week, so we had some this week, and I'm really glad I did because we didn't get
pushed
shit.
aside for Oscar Montoya. Move! We're going with the famous guy.
Oh, all right.
Shanae, not shit.
Damn, this fucking scroll. We heard from Derek with the good beard.
What did
Derek
Derek
said-
say?
Derek said, "Hello, Beardos. I'm catching up after a few episodes because I've been I have been crazy busy. I apologize for the long message. This isn't long, sweetheart. You're fine. The good news for me is that I sold my parents' house that I inherited in South Carolina. Obviously, that took up a lot of my time, but I'm glad it's behind me. I'm going on a cruise to Mexican Riviera to help myself recuperate.
Good for him.
Mexico! Said in a basic. I love that. Said in a
His
basic
beach is
white girl
topless,
voice.
but these margaritas are bottomless.
Bottomless.
Mexico!
So let me guess. The Bowser hat footage during Sexy Time must be part of the special DVD edition of the Christmas album. This is
There's
why
nothing special about it.
This is why we Beardos will never see it. Bowser.
We got
Wowza,
to
wowza, wowza.
first.
I
And
believe.
one of us has to be willing to commit to getting pretty sweaty in the Bowser hat.
Jesus Christ. Turning the AC down to like 60. Hold on. Let it go.
Basically, honestly, we could open the windows tonight, Joe.
Down.
Bowser.
You're Bowser banging.
But I did run my fastest 5K today, so I can't do that. Sorry.
He continues, I believe that you guys also asked what kind of Acura I had when it was damaged 24 hours after I bought it. It was the Acura RL. And it was beautiful, which
fancy
he sent a
sedan.
picture, and I'll show the picture in a minute. See pics of me in my glory in 2008.
Yes.
Additionally, on the gay stuff that straight men do, I'm pretty sure that professional wrestling contributed to my gayness. I was a horny
mine too.
middle high schooler and would crave seeing big, muscular, sweaty men. These same men would take off their sequined and feathered robes to reveal their bare chests, thick legs, tight trunks, and tall boots. And then they would get on the floor and grind against each other with the intent of one pinning the other. After reminiscing about this, I think I need a cold shower and or cigarette.
Or a cruise.
Well, yeah, anyways. With regards to movies and TVs, you guys referenced Friends. Were you aware that Friends was basically a ripoff of Living Single, which God, I can't read today. Which featured 6 black 20-somethings in New York. Talk about appropriation. And yes, I did.
Oh, I did
Because
that too.
white people love doing that.
Yeah, they really
You know,
do.
historically, yeah, they really do. Ooh.
Finally, I literally laughed out loud at Jack Blackness. Seeing Anthony squirm as he realized what he was about to say was classic.
I didn't feel good about it, Derek, but it was too far gone.
Finally, he says, finally, I literally laughed out loud. Oh, wait, wow. I really enjoyed the last few episodes. Thanks for keeping it real. Derek with the good beard. And attached is his car, his Acura RL.
Girl, those wheels.
Oh, that was
Ooh,
so
look at
2008.
her.
Such a smooth finish. What's about to
fancy.
happen?
Wait, what is the model that this is based off of? What's the Honda model?
The Accord, I would
Equivalent?
think.
I would
Was
assume
it?
the Accord, but I don't
It's
remember.
small for the Accord, but that was that weird time
Yeah.
when the Accord was going through.
2008 was the new generation of Accord.
Yeah.
I know
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
pretty
but I'm
it's
trying to
based on the
remember what
Accord,
those
though,
look
'cause
like.
The
But I don't know.
TL was based on the Civic.
You're trying to remember what the 08
The
Honda Accord
2008
looked like?
Honda Accord looked like. Yeah.
Oh, here. I
has
used to
the-
have one.
It had the bulby back end, but
That's
it
what
didn't
I thought.
it wasn't pointed
that's
in
why,
the front
That's
yet.
why I was so
Oh,
confused. Cause I
my
feel like
maroon
the-
car. My maroon card was the 2008
Yeah,
Honda Accord.
because it was not as 1-to-1, I guess, back then.
Not
as-
quite.
Yeah.
That's
Like-
not.
Well, you don't have to pull it up.
Okay, I
the
was
TL
like
was based on
confirmed.
the Civic, and that
Yeah.
was pretty true of the size then. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Alex, enlighten us if you know more about this.
Which it's ironic that you said that because our next person is. It's Alex.
Revin.
I like that revving.
And he even
Revving.
made a comment about car talk. Literally, it starts with straight men play for gay, the masculine masquerade exposed. I have really been loving the random car rants, almost as much as the food rants. So, look at that.
Well, at least the food rants have sort of toned down a little bit.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but a little bit.
We had to tone away from it just so people didn't think we only ate food.
Even though it is all we ever
I was
do.
like,
I eat other things. I eat other things.
Hang on one second. I gotta eat this Nature Valley bar. Nature's Valley. It's my choice for mid-podcast.
What was it I
Nom
saw
nom.
today on another podcast? They were like, what the fuck ever happened to Fiber One bars? Those used to own
Right.
America.
They did for a hot second.
same
They
thing
had like
happened
a
to
fucking
Snackwells.
death grip on us.
Oh, it was Smosh. That's what it was. Anyways.
I think Snackwells still exists, though.
Probably.
Snackwells? You remember the Devil's
Oh.
Food Cake Snackwells?
Oh, yes.
Those things you're like, oh, this is way too good to be like, oh, this can't be low
It was
calorie.
it was like those 100 calorie packs, and you'd open up. It's like the flat wafer that tastes vaguely like an Oreo, and you're like, "Well, these are only 100 calories. I'm gonna have 10 of them."
And then if you ever look at the calories on an Oreo, you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, I like buy yogurt covered pretzels because I'm like, it's not chocolate, so it's better. And then I like,
Jay,
whole bag.
have you never looked?
well, no, I like looked at the calories. This was a while back, but I looked up and I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. It's like 8 of them are like 2 meals.
There are so many food myths that like persist in America because of just, I don't know, I guess just unpopular opinions about certain things. But like,
Business.
we were having this conversation the other day about, and I can't remember exactly. Oh, it was about like ground beef versus like ground turkey. And I was like, if you get lean ground beef, calorically, you're in the same fucking place, really. Like, it's not really all that much different. There are some other like not great benefits to red meat versus turkey, but like,
That's it. I
if
was
you're
like,
looking at like a 1-to-1 protein to calories to blah blah blah, it's just not that different.
no, there's not
No.
that much different. Because, like, you can look at a burger, and if you cut half the bun out, even, you're doing a pretty good job on a protein calorie meal.
Yeah. Yes.
Anyways, sorry, we went down a food rant.
Thanks, Alex.
Alex continues. He goes, Jay, please invoke your holiest Southern preacher, sir impression for this one.
Oh, no.
It better be holy as fuck, or I'm going to call you out.
I rebuke any and all vibes that come from or end in a Chrysler PT Cruiser. That car is the devil's work.
I don't know. It felt Midwestern preacher, not quite Southern,
Well,
but
that's
fine.
what I'm used to. Get over it. Jesus, fuck Judge Judy. Anyways, he said thank you for your performance. Anyways, that car ruined Chrysler in the long run. They wanted a quick buck and they got it. Too bad it cost them all of their credibility. I'm going to be honest. I think Chrysler in general has just always cost themselves their credibility.
Yeah.
Have you seen the
really
1980s? Have you seen Lee Iacocca and the shit he did? I mean, he saved Chrysler, but also still cut a lot of corners. Anyways, March and April have been rough in general, so I'm taking Beardo Derek's suggestion and using some of that sweet, sweet PTO to recharge. Self-care is important. Definitely more important than your KPIs or whatever the fuck.
Right, thank you.
Anyway, goodbye, you whores. Thank you for the content. It helps keep a smile on my face, and I hope my random emails can return some of that favor. This email is sponsored by 88.8 The Butt.
Beep, beep, beep.
Oh, my goodness.
Wait, whores?
Yes.
Well, I guess we better come back inside.
Yeah, bet you should.
Come on,
Anything else,
Jay.
Jay?
Family Guy reference.
Oh, sorry, yes. Sorry, I got distracted.
Don't give me your office laugh.
I was... Sorry. All I could think of was Moira Rose.
Laughing without moving your face.
Yeah.
Maybe you should try
These
it.
are dark times, John, but not that dark. So that's all I got. Besides voicemails that are coming, we've got 2 more voicemails still. So
Ooh.
we are lined up. That does not mean
No.
that you shouldn't send more voice memos.
Right.
We're in the pipe.
There's-
5 by 5.
555.
5 by 5. 5
There's
by
a-
5. Just tell me you don't want to talk.
There's another one in the email from...
Oh, that's right.
Derek with the good beard.
I forgot. I moved it and then I couldn't. I forgot about it now.
Yeah, we can't forget about this.
Are you pulling it up?
Who's
No.
reading it?
Oh, I thought because you did that you were pulling it up.
Oh, should I? It's a little technologically advanced for me.
Oh, okay. You guys are getting snarky the closer it gets to 9 p.m.
I'm getting old and tired. Open attachment.
Oh, it says file too sexy.
Ooh, I believe that. Oh, hell yeah.
Look at him go.
Is there no music to this? That's
It's
upsetting.
Rihanna, so I don't know if it'll let
Oh.
us play it,
I was like, Jay,
14
I
seconds,
pray
so
that
technically
you
we
put
might not be able
something
to.
fun in the background.
but oh my gosh, put like, I don't know, 88.8 The Bud or Poopy
Here.
Home or Church of Mash or something.
I forget that they
Church of
keep
Church
turning
of
off the
Mass.
share your system audio, so let me just do it again. And here it is. Look at him go. He's doing so well, just rocking it out.
You know what you should put on this video is the Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous theme song. And loop it for the entire... No, I'm just kidding.
You know what you should put on there? Fortunate Son. We also, I think we determined the other day, and I don't remember who I was talking. Maybe it was you, Jay, that I was talking with, but like that every Vietnam movie is Fortunate Son, but every other war movie is some Metallica song.
Yes.
That's the rules.
Vietnam is dedicated to Fortune.
Yeah. Did you see, speaking of this, unrelated to Beardo content, they did a movie called Primitive War, and it is about the Vietnam War and these people who go in to find these like soldiers of some sort, and they encounter dinosaurs. And Fortunate Son plays in the preview. I'm sending this to you later because I need you to see the preview for this. It has
that's
Ryan
where we're at.
Quanten. It has famous-ish people in it.
I don't know why this brings me back to whenever somehow my ex got tickets to a pre-showing of Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies.
Yes.
Worst experience of my life. I remember walking out and people were like asking us for commentary, and I said, well, I guess if you've never read Pride and Prejudice, this is a way to get you interested-ish.
But there are no zombies in the book. I've got.
I'm
bad news.
pretty positive that did not make it into the
Got
reviews.
mad news.
Because I'm like, I mean, I guess it follows the storyline a bit, but it's terrible.
So, Beardos, if you were going to read Pride and Prejudice and you were expecting there to be zombies, there. just saved you several zombieless hours.
lot of time.
Well, I've got one
Anyways.
more.
Oh,
And this one came from...
Catherine H. Damn Wisconsin.
Making fun of yourself now. No one's safe from Jay's attitude. Not even Jay.
Catherine sent me a message, and she said, and I quote, "I'm sorry, Oscar fucking Montoya listens to the same podcast as me?" I said, "OMG, girl, I passed out, absolutely wild." And she said, "I freaked out and was like, OMG, I'm 3 degrees of separation from Oscar Montoya, so basically we are besties."
And imagine
Body
now,
temperature
we're 2
degrees?
degrees
No,
of
I'm kidding.
separation.
And then to
Is
build
that
off
Eastern
of that,
time zone?
And then to build off that, Jay, we heard from Zach and Toad, and Zach sent us a screen cap of a DM he has with Oscar. And Oscar reached out to Zach after our last episode. He was sent a little video of, I think, the voicemail recording. And Oscar said, "Oh my god, I'll be floating for weeks to come. Thank you for connecting us and making this happen. Sending you a massive kiss." So, great. Oscar is still on our wavelength. Yay!
He still exists in our lives.
Yay!
I did end up this weekend. I did watch the episode of Game Changer where they did like kind of the wheel from.
I love that episode.
I love
Honestly,
that
Oscar
one.
really makes that episode too.
It's funny. It's cute.
His profile picture on
Yeah.
his socials, I think, is a couple of the plaques stuck to him.
Yeah. So I had to go watch it because I was like, that guy talked on my show, and so I'm gonna go watch this episode again.
He's just so cute.
He's so charming and funny.
I know. Oh, Oscar.
But
We
yeah,
can't gush about him too much in 2 episodes in a row, but can we?
can we?
I think I could.
So then who's our boss battle this week? My webcam?
Your webcam.
Yeah, I was like completely forgot we did that because I thought now it's Crumbl Corner.
Oh, yeah, I was
We're
thinking
gonna-
of Crumbl Corner too. I was like, what's next?
I was like, what's a boss battle? Oh, we
I'm
did
going to try a
that.
couple troubleshooting things off record after we record this week, and if not, this baby's going to get some coercing at the wrong end of a baseball bat. But moving on to
We don't
Crumbl
have a baseball
Corner,
bat.
I'll find one. My car will work.
I know it's
All
Mother's
right.
Day week, so it's like Dubai Mom's cookie.
Worse. Does your mom like
Are
both
you-
men and women?
you should-
You're going to love that Dubai cookie.
You should Dubai your mom this cookie.
Oh,
Buy
God.
your mom a box of these.
What should I do? You should Dubai.
Apparently, well, we'll see. Okay,
I'm sorry. Apparently,
The first one for this week is the pink velvet heart cake. I guess Crumbl's just doing whatever now. A fluffy heart-shaped cake batter cake topped with vanilla cream cheese frosting and finished with cake crumbs. I think there's cake on this.
cake batter cake. That feels stupid. Am I crazy?
Are they trying to hit the word
Does that
count?
read stupid?
It seems like the most redundant explanation.
Like it's a cake made from cake batter.
I'm starting
Thanks?
to wonder if they're like,
What were you going to make it from
hey,
otherwise?
Gemini, put a description on this cake batter cake cookie.
It's sponge. Okay, and then Brianna W says, yum. That's the best review.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Brienne of Tarth. Really interested to hear what she had to say. Gwendolyn
Next
Christie from
up-
Game of Thrones. Come on.
Next up is the cookies and cream cheesecake. So Jay is totally on board. It's his favorite
No,
flavor
because it's
combination.
cookies and cream.
I know.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were thinking the cheesecake side of it. So I was like, no, bitch.
Jay loves cheesecake.
Wrong!
Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
fucking
You're so
dumbass.
You're the
dumb.
dumbest
You're
bitch I know.
Dumbass. Shut up, Caesar Marguerite. So, a creamy cheesecake
I
mixed
love
with
Gossip
cookies and
Girl.
creamy cheesecake mixed with cookies and cream pieces baked on a buttery cookies and cream crust.
Viking
then
crust.
with a whipped cream swirl
Viking.
and more cookies and cream pieces.
Buttery, crispy crust.
With cookies and cream made
Viking.
from cookies and cream.
Erica U says, please put this on the menu. This was so good.
Oh, God.
When they say it, so I get to say it like that. So creamy and the perfect amount of cookies. Well, maybe I should clear cookies because my browser's not working.
You know what? That's what's ruining your computer is all these cookie corner moments.
From my phone.
Oh, damn it.
All right. Next up, served chilled is the chocolate-covered
It's an
strawberry
airborne
cookie.
disease.
This one's so uninspired. A chocolate cookies and cream cookie, so Jay's on board. He loves cookies and cream. Crowned with fresh strawberry cream cheese frosting and semi-sweet chocolate.
Now, I will say, it looks pretty simple, but I bet it's probably one of the best ones on this menu so far.
I want to try it. And then I also want to try the cake batter cake vanilla cream cheese because I
Cake
want to be
batter,
like,
cake
I wanna-
pieces.
I want to understand it so much.
Caked,
Baked
battered
in a-
in cakey,
baked in a
cake,
battery
cake,
cakey
battery,
ass.
cakey.
Yeah, in a cakey batter crust.
This last one looks stupid.
Yeah. What is the obsession with
okay, so
Biscoff?
now I'm thinking, what's up with Biscoff? Because they've been making some appearances lately. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
I haven't even
Biscoff.
been accepting them on flights because I'm like, I don't care.
Biscoff's been in the Crumbl this week only for like, this has got to be like their 5th appearance this season.
Is it the new Dubai?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, what's going on
baby.
there? Is there
Oh,
were there
what
like
is this?
tariffs or something? And then there were no tariffs. Okay, so
Nobody's flying.
Well, we're out of-
nobody's
Delta right now because
flying.
flights
So
are
now their
expensive.
Biscoffs are like, oh no, we got
Nobody's flying Delta because of our episode, and I bitched about it.
Your new
We
Spirit,
really-
your
we
new
really
Spirit
hit 'em
airplane's
hard.
out in the parking lot. Isn't it?
It's actually one of our upcoming posts. Surely before this episode comes out, but it's like a carousel of me talking about Delta.
Anyway, a warm cookie butter cookie packed with Biscoff cookie pieces and creamy white chips. Why gotta be white? Then topped with half a Biscoff cookie. It's like stuck in there.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like the Sword and the Stone, but you don't get anything cool like, command of all of England or anything
Or
like that.
any power. You just get diabetes.
Maya says, "Bring it back." And
Bring it back!
Addison P says, "So good." Chewy center, crispy edges, and sweet, sweet white chocolate chips.
I am going to go.
Did she emphasize white? Did she capitalize
She
white?
did, actually, and she said that her entire clan, or I guess family, you would say, loves it.
I am going to go on Crumbl and just start commenting on every cookie I like. This cookie makes me want to wear women's panties and walk around 5th Street and see if we can get that GTA up there.
You think someone has to go through all those and like make sure they're not crazy?
Not someone. Some AI
No, because
somewhere.
remember we've read some that like ragged on it, so somebody wasn't like checking it.
What was
They
the
might be
best one of all
checking it,
time?
letting one through
Nah.
every now and again. I don't know.
Yeah, that's it. Nah.
Thick. Shoot.
Well, this was an uninspired week. For
This one
Crumbl.
heavy.
Yeah. Not gonna fuck this diet up on that week.
No, thank you.
Unless of course we for some reason get them delivered to work and then of course
There we go. I'm gonna get the cake flavored cake battery cake.
I think last week we had some and so I got my Kentucky butter one. I was like everyone's like, what's that one? I'm like, the best fucking cookie in the box.
Just come on it.
And I was right. And they didn't order many, so I ate them all.
Kentucky butter is when you suck a guy off at the back of a KFC.
The biscuits. Talk about a famous bowl.
That reminds me of 2013.
That reminds me
Why?
of yesterday.
The double down?
No,
Oh.
getting sucked off at a KFC.
I'm thinking of the double down now, and all I can think of is Jay behind the KFC now. Like, hang on real quick. I gotta take these 2 chicken patties and wrap it around your, and then I'm just gonna.
Like those terrible banner ads on
I
where they're
said
putting
no
a dick into a
teeth.
hot dog bun.
I can't help it. The patties are so good.
Your meat is wrapped with delicious meat. I can't help it. Actually, I did sometime around that range. I did go into a KFC bathroom to pee one time, and it was a side of highway KFC. I know somebody was getting sucked off in that stall.
Hell yeah.
I know it. And I'm just like, nowadays I'd have been like, hey, can I join? When back then I would have been like, no.
Room for one more.
Don't stop on account of me, boys.
I just want to watch.
I just had a couple famous bowls. I'm just going to do something very mysterious over in this stall.
The Colonel's gravy isn't the only gravy I'm after.
I need you guys to slow down. I got to go get my mashed potato bowl so I can watch this while I eat.
But honestly, I'm not skipping the mashed potatoes.
God,
get
why
ahead anytime.
are their fucking potatoes and gravy so good?
They're just garbage, but
Why
they're so
are
good.
they so good? I hate it.
It's got to be the salt, man. It's the MSG.
It's got to be the chemicals, like whatever it is.
chemicals, they
It's,
really
it's,
hit.
It's an addictive drug. I would take mashed
Anyways.
potatoes and gravy over the alcohol I've been addicted to.
we have got to get to wrapping this episode
Yeah,
up.
we got to go. Editing's gonna suck for me.
All right, so what drink are we going to have featured at the Beards and Sundries Market? You think just the water from the dumpster out back?
Knowing the three of us, a vodka.
No, I think we
Vodka,
should do some,
vodka, vodka.
I think we should do some toilet wine.
Yes, I'm in the middle.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Toilet wine. Oh my! And it's not Boone's Farm. It's Boyd's Farm.
Boyd's Farm.
He'd be so happy to hear his legacy being carried on this way.
You should send this episode to him. Be like, if you haven't listened yet, now's the time.
Actually, Beardos, I want to give you guys a little bit of a challenge. Email us and tell us what drink you think each of the three of us are.
Actually, yes, listeners, invent a drink based off of our personalities as you perceive us.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear what those drinks are.
Because I'm always really disappointed in how I portray myself to other people and how I'm like, oh, that's what you think of me? God damn it. I thought I'd work on myself.
I think of you as a French 75, Jay.
Okay, that's okay. I accept that one.
I do. I think of you as a French 75.
I think of you
But Beardos,
as a
I'm
BGB.
curious. Fuck you. And with that,
It makes me want to vomit every time I hear about you.
because maybe we can come back next week and we can come up with a drink for the market, because we've been going at this for a hot fucking minute.
Yes,
So do you
yes,
hear
we
the
have.
music
Great
coming
job,
back on?
Anthony.
So I do think I hear the music coming back on, and it's shot, 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 shot.
Where'd you go?
But go call our hotline real quick at 405-999-2242 and leave a voicemail to open next week's episode, and maybe a vodka soda if you're interested.
Ugh.
And Beardos, this keg is officially kicked, so it's time for us to go. If you'd like to help us out, go and subscribe to the podcast so you can get reminders every Sunday when we release a new episode. We also post frequent updates on our social media sites for any additional sundries that we add to the market.
You said it right. And don't forget to rate us 5 stars and leave a review. Those reviews are what get us found by more alcoholics like you. And if just each one of you could share the podcast with a friend at the bar, that will not increase our growth at all, because you're all going to forget about it.
Take some time while you're drinking to go check out our socials and write the most unhinged shit on whatever we post. You can also go to our website, beardsandsundries.com, where you can play our little game on the fun site that I built. Still working on our shop, so it's going to be updated soon. Also, email us at beardsandsundries@gmail.com, because I'd love to read it out on the show next week. And we need more stuff, so send it. Thanks.
From the three of us wobbly shop clerks here at the Beards and Sundries Market, make sure to
Take the time to love yourself, flaws and all, because you are wonderful as is.
Because I love you, man. So good. So fucking good. You can't
Why did you make me be the cheese?
You guys, I just love you so much.
Bye, bro.
Everyone's knocking on the door and they're like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Oh, never mind. It's the Boone's Farm." It was this sudden drunk realization. Oh, I'm fine. Never mind.
They're
This is
like,
real.